Shockwaves reverberated across South Africa and the global community as news broke that President Cyril Ramaphosa is now at the center of a rapidly escalating international legal storm. Reports confirm that a global travel ban has been imposed on the South African leader, sparking intense debate both within the nation's political landscape and on the global stage. The once carefully managed image of a seasoned statesman is now overshadowed by unprecedented restrictions that prevent him from setting foot in several key partner countries. The move, which has been described by international observers as historic and humiliating, marks the first time in democratic South Africa's history that a sitting president faces such severe travel constraints. Insiders suggest the ban stems from ongoing allegations of corruption, misuse of power, and unresolved scandals that have plagued Ramaphosa's presidency, particularly the controversial Phala Phala farmgate saga. What was once dismissed as an internal political skirmish has now spilled beyond South Africa's borders, threatening the very credibility of Ramaphosa's global reputation. Diplomatic sources revealed that multiple international watchdogs and human rights organizations have been lobbying for stronger measures against leaders accused of undermining governance and accountability. The travel restrictions placed on Ramaphosa are said to be part of a broader initiative aimed at holding world leaders accountable, especially those entangled in legal uncertainty. For South Africa, the consequences are staggering. The president's ability to represent the country in high-level summits, trade negotiations, and diplomatic engagements is now severely compromised. The impact on foreign relations is already visible. Several trade delegations have postponed scheduled meetings, citing uncertainty over Ramaphosa's legal standing and capacity to engage internationally. Questions are now being raised about South Africa's future role in organizations such as the African Union, BRICS, and the United Nations, where Ramaphosa has been a prominent voice. With the ban in place, analysts warn that the country's diplomatic influence could diminish drastically at a time when economic partnerships are more vital than ever. At home, opposition parties have seized on the development as evidence of what they describe as Ramaphosa's failed leadership. The Democratic Alliance, DA, called the ban a national embarrassment, accusing the president of dragging the country into an avoidable crisis. The Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, went further, declaring that Ramaphosa has now officially lost legitimacy as a global leader. Heated debates are already unfolding in Parliament, with demands for immediate answers about how South Africa plans to manage international relations under such extraordinary conditions. For ordinary South Africans, the travel ban raises profound concerns about national image and the economy. Global investors, already cautious due to South Africa's unstable energy supply and governance challenges, are likely to interpret this as a further sign of political instability. Tourism and trade, two pillars of the country's economy, could also be affected as confidence wanes in South Africa's leadership and its ability to engage transparently on the world stage. Legal experts warn that the storm is far from over. International courts and legal bodies are now closely scrutinizing Ramaphosa's alleged involvement in financial irregularities. Some speculate that the travel ban could be a precursor to more severe measures, including asset freezes or international prosecution. If such steps are taken, Ramaphosa's presidency would not only be weakened but could face an existential crisis. Yet, despite the mounting pressure, the president has remained defiant. In a carefully worded statement released by the presidency, Ramaphosa dismissed the travel restrictions as politically motivated and insisted that he would continue to lead South Africa with integrity and resolve. He further vowed to challenge the legality of the international measures, setting the stage for what promises to be a drawn-out legal and diplomatic battle. The unfolding crisis leaves South Africa at a crossroads. On one hand, it raises urgent questions about leadership, accountability, and global trust. On the other, it underscores the fragile balance between domestic politics and international perception. As the storm escalates, one thing is certain: Ramaphosa's global travel ban has shaken the foundations of South Africa's standing in the world, creating uncertainty about what comes next. The coming weeks will be critical. With court battles looming, international scrutiny intensifying, and domestic political rivals circling, President Ramaphosa faces one of the greatest tests of his career. For the people of South Africa, the challenge will be to navigate the turbulence without losing hope in the promise of a nation still striving for stability, democracy, and respect on the global stage.